It's a beautiful day. I walked outside for the first time today, and it felt like beach when I went to the beach. When I would walk outside of this apartment my family and I were visiting in Maryland and in Maine, Ocean City, Maryland and Maine, you would walk outside and you would just feel the air pressure and everything change. You could feel the wind and it's just beautiful and it feels like being at a beach. You know, the air at a beach versus the air at home. I just got a taste of that in my own backyard. I wonder if I'll live to go on any more vacations. I would really love to. I'm really concerned about surviving this whole COVID-19 pandemic thing, especially because my own health is being really bad in general. Not really bad, but it's not being good in general. I've got this sickness where I'm like feeling very fatigued and very weak. Just fatigued and weak all day. And I don't know if it's COVID or if it's the flu or it's pneumonia or whatever it could be, but I had shortness of breath yesterday that was not good. Some of the most shortness of breath I've ever had from a sickness. It was as if I went for a run. The grass feels cold underneath my feet and I love it. If you walk on grass barefoot, it's supposed to be good for you. It's called grounding. Whoa. You know when you like look through a window, and if you did this near a window, you would see it like kind of like distort a little bit. I just saw these sticks distort, which is weird. It was probably just because I looked from my phone to the sticks, maybe, I don't know. But it looked as if they distorted, as if they were in a mirror, like a window. Doing that thing that I just did, where if you shifted left to right, you would see like a little like distortion. And I saw that just now with the twigs, but there's no window. Look at this. Look at those rays. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky to be alive. I'm so lucky and I'm so grateful. I've got to fight and I've got to figure out how to sleep better since I have not been able to sleep well lately. I'll lay in bed for like hours on end. Lay in bed for 4 hours, no sleep. It's just because my mind won't shut off. I'm not sure how to. I love myself. In a I'm honestly in general narcissistic, but I'm saying this in a non-narcissistic way that I love myself. Look at that. One time this crew came and built that, and they were being very like rowdy and stuff. They were like a team of like 5 or 6 men, maybe 4 to 5 men, I think 4, and they like played loud rock and roll music, like really loud, and you could hear it to the point where you could hear all the lyrics. And they like took the wheelbarrow there. No, not there. They had a wheelbarrow with them, and they were like doing it like a competition. They were like running and like see who could do it the fastest or the coolest or something like that. And they had lots of rocks, just kind of like they were like take the wheelbarrow and run as fast as they can and let go of the wheel, throw the wheelbarrow forward, so the rocks would go towards the end, and the rocks would just kind of like fall down a little bit because they didn't have that big black fence up. I don't think. I just heard a bee. Hi, bee. Adventure Time. I wonder if I remembered Adventure Time just now because of that person who commented who had this icon. I think like BMO, B, but I think I remembered Adventure Time because of that person. Hi, person. I just stepped on a twig a little bit. The bee is still following me. I wonder what it thinks of me. Imagine being a bee. Watching someone on a phone. A black rectangle. Well, a gray, translucent, something, transparent, shiny, reflective rectangle. What makes that? What makes reflectiveness? How is my phone reflective? Like my case? It's not even a case. The phone itself is reflective, and I don't know how that works. Imagine just giving a phone to someone like 100 years ago. They would call it witchery. That's not even an original thought. I heard that somewhere. It's not my thought. Sorry, I'm tired today, so I'm rather nonchalant. Does that even make sense? I'm rather nonchalant. It was a pleasure to burn. It was a special pleasure to see things blackened and changed, to see things eaten, to see things blackened and changed. With the brass nozzle in his hands, with this great python shooting its venomous kerosene upon the world, the blood pounded in his head, and his hands were the hands of some amazing conductor, playing the symphonies of the blazings and burnings, upon, what was it? Upon the tatters and ruins of history. I was just thinking, said Montauk. What does the hound think about down there nights? Is it coming alive on us, really? It makes me cold. It doesn't think anything we don't want it to think. How sad, said Montauk, if that's true, because all we ever put into it is hunting and killing and chasing. How sad if that's all it ever thinks of. How sad if that's all it ever knows. Imagine that. Only knowing killing. Chasing your victim until... That's terrible. Bees still following me. There was an interesting bird just now. It made an interesting noise. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Reminded me of Breath of the Wild. Bugs are landing on my hands. They like me, I guess. Do they? I'm so lucky to be alive in this beautiful reality. I haven't done much today. I regret that. I'm gonna do a lot. I've only got 2 hours left in the day. I'm gonna do a lot while I can. Gonna make a group chat on Instagram about inspirational stories because my health is being like not good lately and I want my health to be better. So inspiration is good for your health. Inspiration, positivity, and happiness. So I want to start spending my days, 1, to the best way I can live them, 2, to accomplish my dreams, and 3, to be as happy and just to be as happy as I can. Because that will help my health a lot, and I'm gonna need help if to survive this. I might. I will. What is spit made out of? That's a gross question. But I don't care. Like a record player. You know, like Africa? The beginning of the Africa music video. Wasn't the birds. Beautiful birds. Nature is happiness. Yet we live so secluded from nature and so secluded from each other, so barricaded and blockaded and walled off from each other's hearts, and we expect to be happy and we ask why we are not. We live in fear sometimes. I live in fear of many things. Social anxiety. I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of death really badly. Number one fear right there. I'm afraid of maybe responsibility? No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm afraid of. Things. Imagine just being with someone in nature and running around in the woods and looking at twigs and looking at grass and looking at things. Imagine that. That's the kind of childhood my mom had. I didn't. We played in the woods called Roblox in Newgrounds, Minecraft. That was our woods that we ran around in. I wish we had spent more time in nature. I hope to now. Look at that tree. That tree, for some reason, reminded me of Chinese poetry. The Chinese have poetry in which they lament the passing of time. There's something about the Chinese and nature, about trees, and I'm gonna read about that. I'm gonna read about that tonight. I'm gonna look up Chinese Zen nature, I guess. And there's something about the strength of a tree. Something about the tree is just so strong. Look how bold it is. Look how beautiful and powerful it is. Just standing gloriously. And see how close it is to its neighbors. See how close trees are to each other. Yet humans live barricaded. We live thousands of miles away from each other's hearts. It's as if we don't want to be happy. Why do we never question the way that we live? Why do we always just live autopilot? Why is that a phrase, autopilot? Look at that, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. There's a bug on me. It's on my elbow, my right elbow. I got it off though. My right chest muscle is palpitating a little bit right now. That happens with me. I get palpitations in my chest. But they're not actual heart palpitations, they're just muscle spasms, we think. Sorry, that's kind of gross information. The train noise is going. You ever realize that your neighbors are people who exist? Your neighbors have their lives, and they have lives that are all of their own. And in those lives, they see people, talk to people, they do work, they do play, they watch television, pretty much guaranteed these days it feels. They eat food, they take care of their children, their pets, they go to the store, they go in their yard, they go in their pool now. They read their books. They read their articles. They write their text messages. They do their video calls. In normal times, they go to their places. Oh, I wanted to make this video a lot, like, better, or a lot lower image quality. Like, I wanted to make it the file size a lot lower, because the last one was like 2 gigabytes. But I forgot to do that. I forgot to set my camera to a lower quality, and now it's 15 minutes into this one. Look at that. There's a lot of beautiful things with mathematics and nature. I wonder what are the mathematics of this? I don't know what I would call it, but this radial. It's kind of got like radial symmetry, which is symmetry that's like a circle, kind of like a snowflake. No, not like a snowflake. Symmetry like a starfish. That's it. Radial symmetry. Learned about it in my AP biology class, I think. Well, we had a summer assignment, and I learned about it then. We had to go around doing a scavenger hunt with all kinds of different objects and nature things, and I ended up rushing it all in one night, and I stressed out my family so much. I really regret that. All for one assignment. Then I didn't even turn it in on time. Don't stress about school. It's just not worth stressing over. I'm going to talk about that in a future journal soon about school. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back inside now, but thank you for watching this and for listening, and I hope some of this was interesting or inspiring or just thought-provoking, anything. Comment anything, any thoughts you have. It can be like a virtual fire. Alright. Till next time. Bye. Take care of yourself, please.